Welcome you all on the session on brand management. Let me introduce you to the topic. Today's session on brand management is considered to be the backbone of any marketing activity. The process of brand management is made easy to comprehend by the basic concepts and terms in this session, like what does a brand mean? How is a brand developed? What are brand elements? Friends, branding, its importance and its role are also going to be seen in this session. What are the challenges and opportunities of branding? That also we are going to look into. In order to understand these terms and processes, one needs to first fully understand the importance of branding, the differences between a product and a brand, and goods and services. Do you recognize these brands? What are the letters, signs, symbols stand for? The most popular and iconic brands of Apple, Google, Yahoo, MasterCard, Adidas, Amazon, Coca-Cola. You may recall the various products and organizations based on names, terms, letters, signs or symbols. In other words, the organizations, firms and products or services are represented by these names, terms, letters, signs or symbols. Friends, AMA, that is American Marketing Management Association, has rightly defined brand as the name, term, sign, symbol or design or a combination of them intended to identify the goods and services of one seller or group of sellers and to distinguish them from those of competitors. Now let us look into what is brand elements. Brand elements are the diverse, dissimilar components or devices such as a name, term, sign, symbol, design or some other characteristics like the slogans and the characters that identify a product and differentiate it from the other products in the same category. For examples, McDonald's, Nike, etc. The term brand means different for the marketers and the academicians. The term brand with small b is about creating a distinction in their product, services or processes from the competitors. On the other hand, the industry views brand as BARND, that is with capital B. The industry views the brand to be standing out as a mark of reputation, prestige and awareness in addition to creating a distinction. Let us now understand how the big organizations brands to its advantage and how old is branding. Friends, branding is a very old concept used by different individuals and organizations to differentiate between their products. For example, Procter & Gamble, a conglomerate, had started their family business in 1837 by selling candles and soaps in Connecticut, Ohio in United States of America. Despite the tough prevailing economic conditions, the products were selling. The people liked the products and came back to buy more. They were able to differentiate the soaps and candles by the name of its availability in a specific store. Slowly, these products made inroads to their cities and other stores. In order to distinguish their products, the company drew a moon and 13 stars on their packaging. The moon and stars symbolize the star candles, a distinguishing factor representing its products. People learned to distinguish the product of their choice and started asking for star candles. This then officially became the logo of the company, which appeared on their official papers and packaging. This process of differentiating your products from the competitors is branding, to create a separate identity of its own. Similarly, decades ago in Australia, herds of cattle reared on farms often strayed to other farms. There was no foolproof way to identify the owner of the strayed animals. In order to identify and distinguish between the similar looking cattle, the farm owners marked their animals by burning letters or symbols on the animal bodies. Hence, you can say the farm owners practiced branding. These examples must have clarified the meaning of the term brand. Let us now try and understand the role and process of branding and its importance to the marketers. Let us understand the importance of branding first. Friends, the next question that comes to our mind is, why do brands matter? What is the importance of branding? Does the importance of branding mean alike to both consumers and manufacturers? Let's understand this. Do you know what this figure represents? The answer is yes. This represents the products made by the company Apple. What does Apple stand for you? The Apple product stands for innovation, latest technology, superior products, image and status. The brand tells the consumer what the product is about and what benefits are attached to the product. In this process of branding, the marketers have helped slot the information in the consumer minds to link the term, sign or symbol with the product and the promise attached to it in terms of quality, performance, service, image or status. This in turn reduces the perceived functional, social and financial, psychological, physical and time risk in choosing the unknown product and simplifies the process of decision making. Now let us understand the importance of brand for the firms. Friends, the value of a brand spells differently for the firms and manufacturers. Besides serving as a distinguishing trait in the identification process of the product, product handling gets simplified for the firm and it also assists organize the inventory and accounting records. The uniqueness of the brand has an intellectual property attached to it, which adds value for the firms. The brand and its elements is protected by a registered trademark. The manufacturing processes are patented and the packaging is protected through copyrights which have a legal enforcement. For example, the Coke bottles have a different and a specific bottle design packaging used. This bottle design is patented, which simplifies and amplifies that any other product packaging design with a similar design and shape can be punished. Similarly, many easy to copy processes and designs like a wine glass hanger designed by Samsung is patented in their name. Bata has trademarked the Bata font and Cadbury has trademarked the Cadbury font. It has attempted to patent the purple color used in its outer wrapping as well. Branding also gives the firms a competitive advantage over the others, as it acts as a suggestive indicator of the expected quality from the products of the firm, leading to repeated purchases. It also acts as a barrier to entry, as the people who are used to a certain brand are unwilling to switch and try new things. For example, Colgate toothpaste is still the market leader compared to the Pepsodent, another popular toothpaste brand, and Cheerios cereal still is the favorite cereal from the bucket of cereals. This brand loyalty acts as a security cover and helps forecast the secured future revenues for the firm. Friends, in FMCG products, that is fast moving consumer goods, the net tangible revenues account to only 10%, whereas the brand value non-tangible revenues accounts to 70%. The value of the company is also valued based on the net valuation of the brand value. Strong brands fetch a good valuation during the mergers and acquisitions as they have high market share, whereas the undervalued brand do not perform so well and are not competent in the long run. Hence, we can conclude that branding helps to create a corporate image. The importance and the role of the brands. Let us understand the roles of the brands for the consumers. It leads to identification of source of the product, assignment of responsibility to product maker, risk reducer, search cost reducer, promise, bond or pact with maker of the product, symbolic device, signal of quality, and so on. For manufacturers, it is a means of identification to simplify handling or tracing. It is a means of legally protecting unique features. It is a signal of quality level to satisfied customers. It is a means of enjoying products with unique association. It is a source of the competitive advantage. It is a source of financial returns, and so on. Friends, now let us understand branding for the product versus brands. A product is defined as anything we can offer to market for attention, acquisition, use or consumption that might satisfy a need or want. Thus, a product may be a physical good like cereal, tennis racket, or automobile services like airline, bank or insurance companies. A retail outlet like a departmental store, specialty store or supermarket. It can be a person such as political figure or professional athlete. It can be an organization like a non-profit organization, trade organization or arts group. It can be a place including a city, state or country, or even an idea like a political or a social cause. It was observed that the competition of the products with similar functional use gives satisfaction not on just what the factory or manufacturers produce, but on what is added to the finished product to differentiate and make it unique through its packaging, services, advertising, customer advice, financing, delivery arrangements, warehousing and other facilities to customize as per the customer's choice and requirement. These differences may be tangible and related to brand performance, or the brand may be more symbolic and emotionally representing the intangible relations of what the brand presents. Hence, a brand is said to be more than a product. As we discussed earlier, brands give a competitive advantage to the products. Brand performance through continuous innovations has been used by some products to be able to remain as the top brands in the consumer's list. For example, Gillette, Merck, and so on. Some other product brands have focused on the intangible assets or attributes of the brand associations. The image and the brand associations is enhanced by understanding consumer motivations and desires and put across those appealing images as desired by the people. For strong brands, the brand images of all the features have to be accounted for during the changes of the product. For example, Coca-Cola. Friends, Coca-Cola in 1985 was facing a tough competition from Pepsi. Afraid of losing the market share, Coca-Cola changed its formula to much sweeter and similar taste to that of Pepsi. Unfortunately, though the blind test have a positive response, the same formula in the Coke bottles brought out a lot of angry Americans condemning the company's decision to change the formula. The company had to relaunch the old Coke as Classic Coke along with the new Coke. The learning from this episode was that people had attached an emotional value to the product. The brand is not just about the product taste or features, but in addition to it, that is attached nostalgia, heritage, feelings and relationship with the brand. Now let us understanding branding goods versus services. Friends, branding was traditionally adopted by physical and tangible products. The brands Mercedes-Benz, Nescafe, Colgate, Sony are the most well-known and reputed. Business-to-business product category at large has also realized the importance of branding. The advantage listed is about having a better image and reputation and goodwill amongst their clients, leading to better and larger selling opportunities. Similarly, branding is slowly being adopted by technology products as well. High-tech products so far believe that innovation in products increases the sales and profits. Now, there is a change in the role of marketing in high-tech products also, where their attempt and the emphasis is on branding of these products. For example, branding of a technology firm like TCS, that is Tata Consultancy Services, IBM and so on. Branding in services, which was not so popular earlier, is gaining ground because of the nature of the services. Branding helps in concrete the intangible and variable nature of the services. A brand symbol also brings a perspective to the abstract nature of the services and allows organizing and labeling new product offerings in financial services. Friends, popular branded services firms are Federal Express, British Airways and American Express. Now let us understand retailers versus distributors. The brand can generate consumer interest, patronage and loyalty, and it also helps the retailers to create an image and aids in brand positioning. The retail outlets also contribute to the brand image development by extending special delivery facilities, financing and credit options, resulting in higher profit margins, increased sales volumes and greater profits. The store image created can be further used to promote the store brands or private label brands. The private label brands are catching up in the retailer outlets. More than 17% of the grocery purchases are private label brands. For example, retailers like Marks and Spencer sell their own label. St. Michael, unlike Shoppers Stop, which sells both their private label brands and other branded goods. Online retailers have also realized the importance of brand building. In the brick and click media, the marketers realized how there was a need for setting unique features or unique selling proposition, that is USP, to establish the brand. The uniqueness was expected both when visiting the website for services or products followed by their offline activity. Friends, the online activity demanded components like convenience, price and variety to be able to distinguish and stand out as a strong brand. The following offline activity desired to maintain the position as a strong brand were components like credibility, customer services and personality. Such strong online brands are in themselves so powerful to attract the customer attention that marketers do not need to spend on advertising nor on the marketing campaigns. Good word of mouth and publicity is enough to feed the fuel for the strong brands online. For example, a major online search engine known for simplifying the data to be consumed in a useful way. It is known for its fast, effective and reliable services. Another example is Wikipedia. You know that Wikipedia is an online encyclopedia which provides consumers with wide-ranging information generated by the users and updated by them on a regular basis. One more example is Hulu, an American online subscription video service, giving the viewers an opportunity to view the current and past TV programs at their own convenience. Now let us understand people versus organizations. Friends, the people or organizations are categories which stand out as favorable or unfavorable images in the people's mind. The marketers therefore aim to brand the people based on their virtues. These people are those who stand out as role models. For example, Narendra Modi ji, Mahatma Gandhi ji, Lata Mangeshkar, A.R. Rahman, Sachin Tendulkar, Cristiano Ronaldo, Sanjeev Kapoor and so on. Similarly, organizations can also stand out amongst other organizations in terms of employee engagement, other training programs, activities and promotions like in Red Cross Society and UNICEF, that is for the non-profit organizations, and Microsoft, Tata and Company, that is a profit-making organizations. Now let us look into the global ranking of different brands. Friends, let us look into this list. Apple has been ranked as first. The second is Google. Third is Coca-Cola. Fourth is Microsoft. Toyota has been ranked fifth. Sixth is IBM. Seventh, Samsung. Eighth is Amazon. Ninth is Mercedes-Benz. GE has been given a 10th rank. BMW has been ranked as 11th. 12th is a McDonald's. 13th is a Disney. 14th is Intel. Facebook has been ranked on 15th number. 16th is Cisco. 17th is Oracle. 18th is Nike. 19th is Louis Vuitton. 28th is H&M and 21st is Honda. SAP has been ranked on 22nd category. 23rd is a Pepsi. 24th is Gillette and 25th is American Express. Now let us look into branding challenges and opportunities. Though branding is considered as an essential and important marketing activity for the marketers, the process of branding has become more complicated than the traditional process. Some of the challenges faced in the process of branding are savvy customers, economic downturns, brand proliferations, media transformation, increased competition, increased costs, greater accountability, emerging new communication channels, increasing trade power, fragmenting media coverage, maturing markets, growth of private labels, increasing promotional expenditures, decreasing advertising expenditures, short-term performance orientation, increased job turnover. Friends, now let us understand some of the major challenges listed in the table that impacts branding. Savvy customers. What does it mean? The customers have the facility to access the product and brand information from sources other than the company websites and catalogs. This information from the company reports, websites and influential blogs empowers the customers, but it gets difficult for the marketer to handle them. This informed customer is well aware of the nuances of the product features, functions besides the brand image and associations. Some popular multiple consumer information sources includes sources of information and usage of teen girls aged 13 to 18 years. Friends and peers. 81% of teen girls aged 13 to 18 years uses friends or peers as one of the source of information. 68% uses fashion magazines. 58% uses advertisements. Company websites are used by 44% of the girls. 36% for the consumer reviews. Celebrities 33%. Parents or adults 25%. Bloggers 14%. Example, Converse shoes. Strategic practice is to shut up and listen. The creative people on the on-site and online sites took the liberty to take photos of the shoes, design them and post them on the walls of the Converse shoes Facebook page. In this product, the creative customers are the ones pushing the brand, and therefore the marketing budget is minimal due to such digitally used or user-generated content. Next is economic downturn. The marketers has observed that the consumers' attitudes and behavior changes during economic downturn. This change in behavior has left the marketers in jitters to decide the percent of investment in building brands to reinvent the brand. One of the consumer research studies at the end of year 2009 concluded that 18% of the consumer reported having bought lower priced brands. 46% of the consumers switched to less expensive products for its better performance and preferred to continue with it. 34% of the consumers no longer preferred to buy expensive or higher priced products. Hence, the marketers were advised to communicate clearly and more frequently the value of the benefits of the brand from the functional, financial, logistical and psychological perspective. The marketer must also make effort to differentiate between the brand and the sub-brand, identify and target the appropriate segment. The most important decision to be made is to decide the expenditure budget for advertising or to invest in propagating new products. At the same time, it is treated as an idle time to understand the customer more closely. Next is brand proliferation. The branding environment is now found to have abundance of similar type of products, which are burdening the marketing channels and the distribution system, which is heavily loaded due to the numerous brand extensions of the existing brands. Next is media transformation. Friends, another important change that has been observed in the marketing environment was the fragmentation and wearing away of marketing or advertising investments in the traditional media. Online, digital and social media, generally termed as non-traditional media, has dramatically become the focus of all the marketing campaigns launched. This has led to a more engaging and interactive connect with the customers. For example, Pampers diapers, Old Spice, etc. The Man You Would Smell Like was a popular Old Spice campaign in 2010, which went viral with 1.8 billion impressions on the social media, with 140 million YouTube views and around 2,700% increase in Twitter followers and 800% increase in Facebook followers and 300% increase to its website. The ad struck a chord with the people when it was released just before the 2010 Super Bowl event. The ex-NFL player Elijah Mustafa featured in the advertisement, which immediately became the sensation. To add to the buzz, a web application was developed and people were invited to ask questions and interact. More than 2,000 responses were received, which shows how it made a significant impact through its non-traditional digital campaign, resulting in increased sales and strengthening marketing position month over the month. Next is increased competition. The market is crowded with a new and existing brand, resulting in increased competition from both the demand and the supply side. The demand side consumptions have hit a flat as the products have reached the maturity or decline stages. The brands can come out of this stage by gaining the competitors' market share. On the supply side, the competition is attributed to factors like globalization, low price competitors, brand extensions and deregulations. Next is increased cost. Increased competition has resulted in increased cost in maintaining the existing product or in introducing a new product. Hence, when the new product fails to meet the requirement of the people, the losses are expected to be in billion dollars. The next is greater accountability. Lastly, but most importantly, the marketers find themselves to choose between the short-term gains versus the long-term costs. The manager is in pressure to bring in short-term profits due to market pressures, whereas the financial health is determined by the stock values. However, the tenure of CMO is 3.5 years, which is insufficient time to make an impact. So friends, summing up today's introductory session on branding, we have gained an insight into the meaning of the term brand. Branding, the backbone of marketing activities, answers the consumer's query on who, why and what the product is about and how it gives product a memorable distinction and differentiation from the other products in the same category with the help of brand elements, which could be a logo, symbol, slogan, images or words. Branding is applicable to all tangible and intangible products, services, people, organizations, retailers and places. In the latter part of the session, the other roles of the brand have been elaborated and its importance has been explained. To the end of the session, we focused on the need for a strong brand and the various challenges faced by the brands. Some important challenges and opportunities have been elaborated. Withstand challenge due to the change in consumer attitudes, savvy customers, media transformation, economic downturn, brand proliferation, increased cost and competition, greater accountability and advancing technology. Hope you found the session interesting and insightful. Thank you.